Discuss this whole situation in Syria in more detail. We have Omer Ozkizilcik, a security analyst and non-residential fellow at the Atlantic Council, and he joins us live now from Ankara. I want to start off with how well organised and how united are these various groups that make up the opposition forces in Syria?
The Syrian rebels, only by anyone who has watched the videos coming out of Syria, have a much more professional outlook than the regime units, actually. So it appears like that over the recent years, the Syrian rebels have increased their capabilities, increased their equipment, and the organizational structure has improved a lot. So seeing the pictures, their uniforms, their camouflage, as well as the tactics they use during this offensive, all indicate for a huge improvement among the Syrian rebels. And when it comes to the unity and their cohesion, yes, definitely this, within the Syrian rebels, there are different perspectives and different approach and different political views. However, since the beginning of the Syrian civil war, this is the first time ever that we see that all of the Syrian rebels, all of them, are involved and fighting together in a coordinated manner against the Assad regime. Usually in the past, it would be in an offensive, it would be only parts of the Syrian rebels, but now we see that the level of cohesion and collaboration has increased significantly. And with their victory and gains in Aleppo city, at the moment, the euphoria is quite big, and we will probably see that after Aleppo, that there will be more discussions in terms of internal structure and management and governance, and how to reform the Syrian rebels entirely. But these will be discussions next period. We are not there yet.
Okay, so some opposition forces that are well organised, that have received training, and their morale is high. Given that, then, how big of a threat is this to Bashar al-Assad's regime? He's managed to stay in power for, what, a quarter of a century, nearly. Is this the beginning of the end for him?
It is quite unclear as of now. I want to say that it's not, but it appears that the Assad regime was able to establish a defense line in the north of Hama, but the rebels haven't quite pushed yet. With the recent increased war spoils and with the recent gains in terms of ammunition, tanks, and many military gear, a second wave of an offensive of the Syrian rebels could result in the collapse of the Assad regime's defensive line in northern Hama, like it did in Aleppo. But that's something we will see in the coming days, and we will see if the Assad regime will be able to withhold. However, what is certain as of now is that the approach which was established over recent years by the Arab states and the European Union to normalize with the Assad regime, parts of the European Union, sorry for this mistake, to normalize with the Assad regime without a political solution in Syria is dead. So as of now, everyone understood that Syria needs a political solution and that Assad cannot be rehabilitated in the international system only, and there cannot be peace in Syria without a political solution.
All right, it's all up in the air then. Omer Ozkizilcik, thank you so much for joining us on the NewsHour. Really appreciate your insight today.